Your business generates cash. Now let's make it generate freedom. You've already done the hard part. You built something valuable and you made the money. But if some of that money is just sitting idle, crawling in low-yield accounts or riding the stock market roller coaster, it's not working hard enough for you. What if it could? What if you could earn set monthly returns secured by real estate while keeping your money liquid for things like tax payments and unexpected expenses? Whether you are a high-income earner, a successful entrepreneur, or a real estate investor ready for a more reliable way to grow wealth, this is your opportunity to step onto a smarter path. The wealthiest business owners I know do a few things differently. They stop chasing the stock market, they avoid tying up all their cash in long-term investments, and they place idle funds into real estate-backed funds that deliver consistent returns while keeping them in control. This is your personal invitation into that strategy. And right up front, I want to honor your time. I know how packed your schedule is. I'm right there with you. I'm a business owner, a mom, an investor, and the fund manager you'll be working with directly. So as a thank you for being here, at the end of this short session, I will give you free access to our brand new guide, the top 10 tax saving strategies for business owners in 2025. No strings attached, because if there's one thing I know about business owners, it's that taxes are always an issue. Whether or not this opportunity is the right fit for you, I want you to walk away with value. Now, let's talk about what this opportunity actually solves. You already know how to make money, but if that capital isn't producing consistent compounding income, if it's exposed to unnecessary risk or tied up beyond your reach, then you're working harder for your money than it's working for you. That's backwards. The Blue Vikings Income Fund is designed to fix that. It offers business owners like you a way to grow wealth predictably, passively, and securely with full liquidity after just 6 months. This isn't theory, it's not a sales pitch, it's a tool we built for ourselves and now offer to people who think like us. So in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how the fund works, what returns you can expect, how we protect your capital, and why this approach is different from anything else you've seen. But even more importantly, I'll show you what this could mean for you, your lifestyle, your time, and your long-term peace of mind. Now, before we go further, I want to be respectful of your time. The Blue Vikings Income Fund is available only to accredited investors. That means you need to meet one of these criteria. You earn at least $200,000 annually, $300,000 if married, or you have a net worth of $1 million or more, excluding your primary residence. But you can count things like the value of your business, your retirement funds, investment properties, life insurance, cash surrender value, stocks, crypto, and even personal property like cars, RVs, boats, and collectibles. If that's not you, I truly appreciate you taking the time to be here. You're absolutely welcome to keep watching because you may become accredited shortly, or you may know someone who this would be the perfect fit for. We're always grateful for introductions and referrals, so by all means, stick around. If it is you, I think you're going to love what you're about to see. So what exactly is the Blue Vikings Income Fund? Simply put, it's a debt fund. That means we don't buy real estate, we lend against it. Our fund provides short-term, first-position loans to real estate investors who flip houses. These are typically 6 to 9 month loans. The borrower buys, renovates, and sells the property, paying us interest monthly while doing so. That interest is what pays you, the investor. And because the loans are secured by first-position mortgages, your investment is backed by real property, not stock stipulations. Let me tell you a quick story. My friend Jacob owns a business and a few rental properties. One year, his business did better than normal, so he reinvested that capital into his business. Normally a smart move, but he forgot about the tax bill, and it came in way higher than expected. He had plenty of equity, but not enough cash. So to cover it, he had to sell one of his properties fast at a steep discount. It was a fire sale, and he lost tens of thousands of potential profit just to meet the tax deadline. Today, Jacob handles taxes very differently. He still puts money aside for tax season, but now he keeps it inside the Blue Vikings Income Fund. That money earns 10% annually, plus it compounds and grows throughout the year. So when his tax bill comes, he's not only ready, he's ahead. If the bill comes in lower than expected, even better. He pulls out what he needs, leaves the rest, and now he is ahead of the game for the next year. That's what this fund can do. It keeps money you need access to working as hard as you do. Why did we build this fund? Because we were already lending out our own capital, and the demand from qualified buyers kept growing. At the same time, many of our longtime investors from our multifamily real estate syndications were asking for a place to park idle capital. They wanted returns better than banks, more stable than stock market, and without tying up their capital for 3 to 5 years. So we launched the fund. It allows us to keep lending to strong borrowers while offering you a secure, consistent, hands-off return. You won't hand your money to just anyone, and you shouldn't. So let me tell you exactly who's behind this fund and why so many of our investors trust us with their capital. My name is Maria Zondervan, and I am the CEO of Blue Vikings Capital. My husband, Don Zondervan, and I created the Blue Vikings Income Fund after 30 years of extensive real estate investing, dating all the way back to 1996. That's the year I graduated from the University of Florida, and I had already purchased my first property before I graduated. Today, we have a real estate portfolio worth millions of dollars, including single-family homes, apartment complexes, multiple businesses, and a boutique hotel. We are also general partners and fund managers for over 2,000 apartment units. But early on, we flipped houses, and Don worked as a mortgage broker. Those experiences are why we were comfortable stepping into the private lending for other flippers flipping houses, and why we're so selective and disciplined when underwriting loans. As time went on, we became less interested in swinging hammers ourselves and more focused on creating passive income streams. That's exactly what this fund offers our investors, true passive income, so they can focus on their businesses and professions. Don is our COO and personally underwrites every loan. He holds a degree in economics from the University of Georgia. That, coupled with his mortgage broker experience, is why his underwriting is disciplined, cautious, and consistent. When you invest with us, you're not dealing with a faceless institution. I'm the face you'll see, and you'll have my personal cell phone number. Don and I have invested our own money and our families into this fund, and to this day, we remain the largest investors. So, how does the fund work? Here's the step-by-step. You invest in the fund. Investment tiers start at $25,000 and go over $1 million. We pool your capital and issue loans to vetted real estate investors. They pay interest monthly. We use those payments to send you monthly preferred returns. After 6 months, you can add funds or withdraw any or all of your funds with no penalty and no fees. Returns are set and fixed. They are not based on fund performance, nor are they tied to the whims of the market. Here's the return structure. Investments between $25,000 and $99,999 earn 7%. Between $100,000 and $499,000, you earn 8%. $500,000 to $999,000 will earn you 9%, and a $1 million or greater investment yields 10%. And all of that is paid before we take any profits or cover our expenses. We have never missed a preferred return. Let's talk compounding, because this is where it gets really exciting. If you choose to reinvest returns each month instead of withdrawing them, you create compound growth. At 8%, your $100,000 investment doubles in just over 9 years. At 10%, a $1 million doubles in only 7 years and grows to over $7 million in 20 years. Few funds offer monthly compounding, but ours does. It's how smart investors quietly build real wealth in the background without lifting a finger. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How safe is this? Great question. Risk mitigation is where we shine. We only lend up to 70% of the property's ARV, after repair value. So there's always a cushion to ensure we're still making money should we have to take back a property. Funds are only released after we verify renovation progress. We do not release all the funds at the loan closing. Borrowers make repairs or improvements, show us proof of that, and then we reimburse them in the form of draws. Properties get a broker-priced opinion of both their current value at the time of lending as well as their future value based on the proposed renovations. We service and manage every loan in-house. This allows us to spot any potential problems early on. That personal involvement is why we've never had a foreclosure. That's right, millions lent, not a single foreclosure. That's a record we are very proud of. Let me share a cautionary tale. My friend Lisa used to do private lending on her own. She found a borrower who needed $200,000 and offered her a 10% return. Sounded great until the borrower defaulted. Lisa spent 3 years navigating legal headaches, managing a foreclosure, and trying to recover her capital. She earned 0% for 3 years and sacrificed tons of time away from her business. Today, she's in the Blue Vikings Income Fund. At her investment level, she earns 9% instead of the potential 10% of doing it all alone, but she is now diversified across the entire portfolio of loans, helping her sleep soundly at night, and she doesn't have to lift a finger. That's the difference diversification makes, and that's true passive income. Now let's talk timing, because this opportunity isn't always open. We only open the fund to new investors a few times a year when loan demand is highest. That window is open right now. It could close within days. Once you're in, you can add money anytime. You can increase your capital balance. That's why we rarely need to go outside the current investor pool to get more capital, because our current investors are happy with what we are offering and they are therefore regularly adding to their balances. But right now, demand exceeds supply, so we are offering you an invitation into the fund. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end here. And now, as promised, here's the QR code to get your free copy of the top 10 tax saving strategies for business owners in 2025. As I said, there is no cost, just value, because that's what we believe in. I'll pause here for a moment to give you a chance to grab that. So let's recap. You've learned about a fully managed real estate-backed income fund. You now know how to earn 7 to 10% annually with monthly income or compounding returns. And you've seen how we reduce risk every step of the way. If it feels like the right fit for you, we'd love to have you join us. No hard sell, just a personal invitation. This is about building financial peace of mind, about putting your money to work without giving up your time. If you're ready to let your money start working as hard as you do, if you're ready to create more time, more freedom, and more peace of mind, this is your moment to take that next step. You can start investing right now by clicking the link. It's quick, simple, and you'll be guided through every step. And if you have questions or you just want to talk it through, I'd love to connect with you personally. You can book a private Zoom call with me using that same link, or feel free to call or text me directly at 407-832-4242. What sets us apart isn't just the returns, it's the relationship. We're not a faceless institution. You'll always have access to me. Again, my personal cell phone is 407-832-4242. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me. I truly hope to get a chance to invest alongside you and help your capital create the freedom you've worked so hard to earn.